Hey, what's up, you guys? Big Time Collector 01 here, back at it again with another action figure review. And today we'll be taking a look at the McFarlane Toys DC Direct Page Punchers Deathstroke. This is going to be an interesting figure. It's mainly just a repaint of the first version. See, it comes in that all plastic packaging. Got Deathstroke from DC Rebirth on the back. That's the comic book. At the bottom, you get a barcode. I did get this figure from the McFarlane Toy Store, and there is a platinum to this figure. It just has some extra paint to it. But yeah, let's get to it and crack them open. McFarlane, please, can we go back to the original Page Punchers packaging? This was such a pain in the ass to open. And before we take a look at the figure, let's take a closer look at his accessories. He first comes with your basic DC Multiverse base, then a trading card with a nice image on the front and a bio on the back. He also, of course, comes with a comic book since he's a Page Punchers figure. I love how we get some McFarlane Toys ads inside, which is really cool. Ooh, like you get some other ads for the Superman show, and it's just a really cool idea that it comes with a comic book, and it's not an original story. It's from Deathstroke from DC Rebirth. Out of the packaging, he comes with this unmasked head, which looks really nice. I do like it. It's an all-new sculpt. The hair is painted really nicely. You can pop this off. You then can put on this masked head. It's the same one that we got as last time, but I have a problem. The ball peg keeps sticking into the unmasked head's head, or the neck peg just keeps sticking into the masked head's head, and so, I can't get it out to put it in the masked head. But if you just rest the head onto the figure, it looks fine. You can still kind of move it around. It's just going to be loose, but it won't fall off, like, so easily. I just hit the figure onto my desk, so of course the head fell off, but yeah. It's kind of unfortunate, but I don't really care. It'd be nice. I think I'll display it unmasked. He also comes with a multitude of weapons. He comes with his bow staff, this hook sword, which is really cool. I think this is a really cool, unique accessory. And then he comes with this sword, and there is a clip on the back. You can put any weapon on there. I like how the sword is different from the first version, where it was the God Killer sword. But this time you get this basic katana. And like I said, you could put any weapons on the clip, like the hook sword or the bow staff. You just clip it on there. Oh, that one fell off, but let's see how the hook sword yeah, they'll stay on there. I guess they'll stay on there. Let's try the sword. I guess the sword will stay on there, but nothing else. But he is missing an accessory technically. The figure is reuse of the first version. As you can see, he has this knife sheath around his boot, but he doesn't come with the knife. Like, that, it kind of sucks that he doesn't come with it. I know the first version did. I mean, if you like this one over the first version, I guess you could just take this out and put it in here. But come on. They should have included it in the first place. Now, let's take a closer look at this Deathstroke. Starting off with the head, we already took a look at it. It looks nice. Everything else is just reused from the first version. And I gotta say, it looks cool, I guess. But at the same time, I don't really like it. It's just all unpainted plastic for the most part. It just looks very under detailed. With this one, it looked fine. It like had this more stealth look with, the sculpted detail and stuff, and you didn't need it to be painted. But with here, it just looks so unfinished. Like, it's kind of disappointing. It just looks very unfinished, and I don't really like how it looks. The Platinum Edition actually, I think, has the lines painted in, which is nuts. It should have been painted in the first place. Why wasn't it painted in here? Like, it just kind of sucks that there's no paint applications onto the figure. I mean, again, if you want a more classic looking Deathstroke, this is your way to go. But I don't know, it just kind of feels cheap. Measuring out Slade Wilson, he comes to around 7.5 inches tall. And here's this new Deathstroke next to the first one. As you can see, it's basically the same thing. The only things new are the head, or the alternate head, or the unmasked head, whatever you want to say. And then the weapons. And, man, this figure is just so lacking so much paint. I just noticed that the back of the gloves of the old one are painted and the new one isn't. Like, come on. And if you wanted to put the unmasked head sculpt on the first version, you could do that with ease, actually. The peg in here on the old head stayed inside the head, so it made it easier to swap. So, you know, if you want, you could just put this on here, which kind of looks, the colors don't match. And here's this new Deathstroke up on the rotating base, and I have to say this figure is just okay. It's not the best. I mean, it is just a repaint, but if anything, they should have just reissued the first version as is, even with the color scheme. You know, like, it would have made more sense, to be honest, because that's what the cover has. The cover of the comic book has the black and gray, or the black and orange look, so this blue and orange one. Like, I like the accessories. I love having this alternate unmasked head and having the all these new weapons. But, like, he's missing the boot knife. He's missing paint. Like, seriously, like, they could have done a little better with this figure. If they just put a little bit more into the paint, especially the paint. I don't really care for the boot knife, to be honest. If they just put a little more into the paint, like painting in the line work, that's not for the Platinum Edition, like, I would have liked this figure a little more. I also don't like how the ball peg stays into the head, or the neck peg stays into the head. Like, it makes swapping the head so much harder to do. Like, if I want the unmasked head with the articulation, I have to go get pliers to get that damn peg out. But, to be honest, I'm going to just keep the unmasked head on him just because it's a different look. I like it, and, you know, it's fine how it is, but they gotta fix their the alternating heads, because this isn't the first time the neck peg came out with the head, like with the collector's edition Green Lantern. It happened, the same thing happened, but I was able to get that neck peg out, unlike this one. But again, this is a nice figure. It's shipped out fast, and if you want it, you can get it from the McFarlane Toy Store, and I believe it's starting to hit stores soon. So yeah, hopefully you guys can find it. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.